Okay, so we're already in February, February 7th, and this man has only spoken twice. One time at the Grammys, and this interview that I'm getting ready to react to right now. 5 Grammys in one night that it took Drake his whole career to do. Well, anyway, we ain't gonna get into that. This is not about bashing Drake or nothing like that. I just want to react to this, you know, interview because I want to be a man of my word. And if you guys have seen it already, it's all good. I just want you guys to watch it with me so I can give y'all my perspective on the interview, man. I'm kind of glad that Kendrick Lamar is popping out and, you know, speaking upon his success, man. So let's get into this interview, man. Let this man do his thing.
We can talk about his world-shifting pen, his Pulitzer Prize-winning album, his 22 Grammys, or his seismic impact on music spanning more than a decade.
But nobody can speak for the man better than himself.
That's right.
Please welcome Kendrick Lamar. Y'all gotta make some more noise than that.
Good morning.
Fire.
How you doing?
You know, Kendrick, it's a little bit surreal to actually see you in the flesh because you've always made it a point of just letting the music speak for yourself, which is something I really respect. But the spotlight has been shining so bright for the past few months. I've just been wondering how you've been processing behind the scenes, how you've been feeling about everything happening, all the success.
It's just really just I want to look at it like it's just a continuum of who I am. Really, I've always stayed to myself. I've always been in my own bubble, whether it's with the fam or whether it's training. How I process it all is just I continue to do what I was doing 10 years ago, and that's like be better in myself, better in the craft, and not look at it as bright lights, you know? And it may sound cliche, but it always worked for me, even when I was younger, you know, playing sports or being in the forefront of presentations and stuff like that. It was like, I gotta look at myself in the mirror rather than looking at it as a crowd or, you know, fame and attention.
You know, it's crazy. So when he said like he's stuck in his own bubble and he's been doing exactly what he's been doing, that's just goes to show y'all that like he wasn't really even trying to do too much. He's just been him the whole time. You feel what I'm saying? Wasn't putting on no type of extra act on for him to be who he is. Like a lot of people, you know, done a lot of stuff in the limelight to, you know, if the art wasn't loud enough, then they had to do something, you know, to cause some controversy, to get people talking, just to get people to, oh look, I'm out here. I got to do some weird shit or some wild shit on the internet. He ain't had to do none of that, bro. He just, like, yeah, he's been in the bubble. This is literally like the first time him speaking out from 2024, bringing it into 2025. It's crazy, man.
So now, early days of your career, you know, Section 80 days, even early mixtapes, and you perfecting your craft as an MC. Did you ever think we'd be at the Super Bowl with this?
I wasn't thinking about no Super Bowl.
You never thought about the Super Bowl?
I wasn't thinking about no Super Bowl for sure. We was thinking about the best verse and how we gonna split this $5 at Church's Chicken or something like that. It wasn't no Super Bowl. Going to the studio and getting a meal.
That's crazy, man. Look, man, I'm a quick story. I remember like me, my older brother, and my dad, one time when there was one point in my lives when we were struggling, and there used to be a store called Tedeschi's. Obviously they changed it to like White Hand and 7-Eleven and shit like that, but it was Tedeschi's, and they used to have this combo, one sandwich, bag of chips, and a soda fountain drink. And I remember we used to have to split that, me, my brother, my dad, and niggas was still hungry. You know what I'm saying? Like that would be like all the money we had, and that was like, you know, imagine a sandwich that already splits in two, but you in the middle you had to, you know, you had to cut it for, you know, enough for 3 people to eat. All split the chips, man. We just sorted out the chips. One. and just split that drink. You know, sip. We was all, you know, passing the cup around, take the sips. Struggling, man. So him saying that, bro, like it just brought back some memories for me, man. And you know, like I said, I'm gonna give you guys my perspective on this stuff, man, because I resonate with Kendrick, bro, for real, on a whole nother level.
But I think, well, what I know is the passion I have now is still the passion I had then. And I think that carried on to the Super Bowl. So it was all about being present. As long as I was present in the studio and present in whatever that line was or whatever that mistake was, rapping or doing hooks or choruses or whatnot, I was present in that moment. I felt that passion. I think being present and not actually foreseeing everything kept me in a grounded state of mind in order to be at, you know, big stages like this.
I think we felt that presence and that focus in your work for the past 15 years. Like Ebro said, going all the way back to projects like Overly Dedicated. And so seeing you perform with Dr. Dre at the halftime show 3 years ago, we already felt like that was the most hip-hop, beautiful halftime show ever. And now for you to come back and be the first solo hip-hop artist to headline, how does it feel being the artist to hit that milestone? And, you know, just your thoughts on what that means about hip-hop's progression and impact over the years.
But that it made me think about, like, the grind of it. You know what I mean? A lot of people don't see, like, the story before the glory, man.
They don't.
It's like shuffling out your mixtapes and, you know, going to neighborhoods and parties and perform.
Shuffling out the mixtapes. Like I said, back in the day, me and my gang, we used to sell the CDs out the Danger Tunes van. We would call it Danger Tunes at the time. Y'all can go look it up on here on YouTube. Danger space T4OsNZ. Look it up, man. That was me, Big Bro, and homie at the time, Nash Traffic and Digital P, slanging CDs, bro. And you know, we would get our shows and we would do our thing. And like I said, like I know, like my hard work didn't pay off due to however, like my life was planned out by God, whatever or whatnot. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, there's a lot of hard work that people don't see. You feel me? And back at that time, me and my team was real popular, and a lot of people, you know, wanted to hop on the bandwagon, and some people infiltrated the team, and you know, kind of got us to just like break up. You know, like when there's always a good thing going on, if the team is not like, you know what I mean, if they're not all on the same page, you know, things tend to crumble, you know, slowly but surely, and it's a sad situation, but like, you know what I mean, like I don't regret anything. I love everything I did. I love all the risks that I took and all the hard work that I put in, you know what I mean, and like everybody flourished in their own way, you know, split parts. Maybe things got bad or things were more things happened good than bad, but like I see it right now, like everybody's doing good and everybody is exactly where they need to be. You feel what I'm saying? But I just wanted to share that with y'all real quick.
I'm in there, hole in the wall spots. It reminds me of the essence and the core response of rap and hip hop and how far it can go. So for me, that mean everything, because it puts the culture on the forefront where it needs to be and not minimized to just
See? He's saying putting the culture on the forefront where it needs to be. Now, when Drake was painting his nails pink and, you know, putting, like, the stuff that girls be putting in their hair and stuff, like, trying to change the culture, like, I appreciate Kendrick Lamar for keeping it masculine, keeping it man, keeping it real. You feel what I'm saying? Like, he didn't have to compromise himself to change the culture. He might have not been as popular as Drake did, but, like, it was just inevitable for Kendrick Lamar being in the spot that he is in right now. You feel what I'm saying? So like, I gotta give this man his flowers, bro. He's still here. He's still alive, and like, you know what I mean? Forget the battle. Just the art itself is amazing. Like his geniusness. I gotta remind y'all, Euphoria, not like us, what he's getting the Grammys for. Meet the Grahams, 660 in LA. Like that. You know what I'm saying? With Metro Boomin Future. Metro Boomin and Future. My father keeps saying Metro Boomin. You know what I mean?
a catchy song or verse. This is a true art form. So to represent it on this type of stage, it's like everything that I've worked for and everything that I believe in as far as the culture. Like, I live and die by it. This changed my whole family life, so I don't take it for granted at all as far as the art form, you know?
It feels like that was a lot what this year was about too, right? Like you, I guess, you know, you took it and put it on your back and you felt like a line needed to be drawn, right? Was that, you know, was that your intent when you rolled out this year? Was like, yo, I'm drawing a line. Like, this is what it is.
My intent was to always keep, I think from day one was to always keep the nature of it as a sport. You know, I don't care how motherfuckers look at it as far as like, as a collaborative effort, you know, that's cool too, but I love when artists grit their teeth. Like, I still watch battle raps. I still watch Smack URL from Murder Mook to Lux to Tay-Rock, you know, my bro Daylight. This has always been the core definition of who I am, and it's been that way since day one. So I don't think it was a thing for this year. It was always just a continuum. And what I will say about this year, it was more from a space where I think a lot of people was putting rap to the back, and you didn't see that. You didn't see that grit. You didn't see that bite anymore. So I always took that in consideration in going into any type of my music.
That's interesting. So I hope this makes sense, right? You know, we've been following your journey for about 15 years, and you have been so consistent in the messaging and the focus, like you said, and you've always moved with integrity. So in a lot of ways, I feel like we thought we knew exactly who you were as an artist in a positive way. And then last year, it felt like you unlocked a whole new dimension for us. But that person, like you said, was always in there. But
Always
I'm
been
wondering, do you still surprise yourself sometimes? Did you surprise yourself last year, or was it just us, the fans, with our jaws on the floor, just stunned?
That's a good question. Surprised myself? Nah, I don't think I surprised myself, because this, for me and for my partners that's been around me since 2005, 2006, like my brothers, they know my personality. They know my capabilities, even when it, wasn't presented to the public at first, right? So this is just like a revolving door of what I've been doing in Carson Studios, at the homie garage, or my brothers at TDE, or just anybody around the city of Compton and LA. It's just magnified to the level where I've progressed it and did enough hours to know, okay, I know where to place it now. I know how to make it connect with people.
It feels like
mastered his
each
craft.
album, too, getting to this point was like, it was an album for the culture, and it was an album for the critics. You know what I mean? And then it was for the critics,
Yeah.
and then GNX comes along, and it's like, nah. This is an album for anybody, everybody, and anybody who want it at any time. And you brought that energy, and the energy you brought on GNX was an energy that I don't think was really happening in hip hop. Like, it's a Public Enemy level energy. It's a Ice Cube, America's Most Wanted energy.
For sure.
Like, it's a classic,
I agree.
Timeless energy.
I agree.
Talk about your headspace between Mr. Morale and this GNX.
Yeah, no, that's great. Go back even further, man. Speaking on that energy, like, it's my cousins was like DJ Quick, and Dre, these folks that my people was playing. So I always had that DNA. And you heard that DNA a little bit on Good Kid, Mad City, but I wanted to tell my story first, right? And fast forward to GNX, I felt it was just a perfect time, because not only the energy was lost, but it was the energy that was bubbling inside of me as well. I wanted to go back to the forefront of just the bite and just the grit of rap, just all raps and hard-ass beats. And that's like the basics for me. I thought about, damn.
So I was trying to tell you guys, like, when your boy Joey Badass try to come back with that weak ass little beat, it's like, yo, bro, like, y'all don't see the energy on Euphoria. Euphoria was like, that was like a war anthem beat. Like, if you gonna come at somebody, it gotta be like, the beats matter a lot. That's why I gotta give a shout out to the producers. Shout out to Juice Money. That's my producer. The beats just gotta hit, because once you give the people that beat, the words behind it is just an add on. But if you got the perfect words, like I said, I'm gonna take Meet the Grahams for example. Meet the Grahams wasn't like a hard hitting beat, but it was scary, and it was like the perfect beat to just write that message to the whole family. Drake's son, the long lost daughter, the mom, the dad. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, Kendrick Lamar's beat selection is insane, and the story about Mustard, how he was sending Kendrick Lamar beats. He's just sending them beats, and Kendrick Lamar was just turning down these beats, or just like, I'm busy. I'm not. Whatever. I got beats. But like when he sent that right beat, the Not Like Us beat, that beat was a party anthem, plus a diss track towards your greatest rapper, bro. It was like that combination and that formula was like a nuclear weapon. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know how people go to war to try to disarm the nukes. Like, I feel like that's how Drake was trying to disarm this record. Like, damn, bro, like, sat back. He had to really watch himself, like, take the loss. But Drake just ended up losing even harder and harder because of how he kept responding, and it just wasn't accepting his defeat. You feel what I'm saying?
What I used to like when I was a kid.
But yeah, the beats.
Hard raps.
Hard
good
raps.
Beats. That's smacking, right?
Smacking.
And
smacking.
It was a great transition from Mr. Morale, because that was my most intimate. I wanted to go inside of my own psyche and my own personal withdrawals and see how it connects with the public and who can relate. So during this time around, I think it was necessary of coming out of that cocoon and feeling like, okay, I arrived now. I can spread my wings and show every state of who I am as far as Kendrick Lamar.
And you really did spread your wings. I mean, you just came off a huge Grammy wins. You walked away with 5 awards, and you won Not Like Us won for Song and Record of the Year, which in itself is remarkable. But I think for people who love and respect hip hop and the roots of this culture, the competitive spirit of it, it has been a little bit mind-bending that you created this massive cultural award-winning anthem out of a battle rap song. And how is that something, after you got off that Grammy stage, you got home in some quiet time, what was going through your head?
I was just thinking about the culture, really. It's always that for me first. I'm not even bullshitting with you. It's like, when people talk about rap, man, the conversations I hear, they think it's just rap and it's not an actual art form. So when you put records like that at the forefront, it reminds people that this is more than just something that came 50 years ago. They forget that it's even been here 50 years.
Look, let me break it down for y'all real quick. Trying to strike a chord, but it's probably a minor chord. A minor. Piano. Like, y'all don't see the geniusness behind, that's just one line. Freaky ass, he a fan. Hey, he a fan. Freaky ass nigga, he a 69 God. Like, FAN, freaky ass nigga, he a fan. Like, he's said so many fire things in this record. I just gave y'all 2 examples. I can give y'all 100, but I'm not gonna stretch this because this interview still got more to talk about. But the art, doing it for the culture, like, come on, bro. Like, the dude, not only did he bring amazing art, amazing lyrical form to the music, he brought facts and he brought fun to the record. It was fun while he was also destroying another artist, bro. You feel what I'm saying? Like, it's the combination of formula is just too crazy, bro. That's why he had to repeat. He had to just let y'all know, yo, it's the culture, bro. Like, he said something too. He always says about the culture. Like, I remember in the Heart Part 5 when he was like, when your man's locked up, and then your man's try to fuck your girl while you locked up, that's culture. Like, he was at that time, that was like culture, even though I take it as false culture, but like, that's what rap made people do, is rap made you want to fuck another nigga's bitch, because you're considered the man if you fuck another nigga's bitch, if you got mad body counts. You feel what I'm saying? Oh, I fuck mad bitches. Oh, I fuck that nigga's bitch. Fuck that nigga. And that's what culture became. That's why when Kendrick Lamar is talking about culture, he's reminding you guys, like, yo, me right here, I'm representing the culture. So when you hear me on the beat and what I gotta say, that's culture. Come on, man. Y'all gotta get with it. Y'all gotta get with it, bro.
Right? And like kind of like belittle it. So I love to see that it gets that type of recognition for just straight raps, from awards to the billboards, all that, because this is truly just as big as an art form and a genre as any other genre. So that's what I think about, and I feel accomplished being able to do that. You know, whether somebody else come behind me and do it again and quadruple it, I love to see it. If that was my purpose to do that, then that's exactly what it was for that particular moment.
I think people often miss the significance of that Record and Song of the Year award, because that Song of the Year award is a songwriter's award. Like, it's not just the biggest song. It's like someone wrote a song. And you as a songwriter, when you see your name up there and it's written by Kendrick, and that's it.
Yeah.
That's powerful. And I think to what you're saying, I think there's a lot of people who have become fans of hip hop, and they you know, you like the songs you hear and know, but you're not actually tapped into the work that it takes for you to generate the output, the art.
Exactly, man. As a writer, you know, and that's what I can appreciate the most. And knowing how much time I dedicated over the years in just trial and error, writing the most terrible to some of the greatest shit. You know, we all do it, from writer's block to figuring out how to find inspiration from the most non-popular aspects around me. So it's like, knowing that trial and knowing what I put in as far as my thinking process and what it takes to get there, I do not look at it as a small like endeavor because it's a hit record. No, it's actually some writing in that shit. You know, whether it connect with you on a...
Bro, he wrote his ass off, my nigga. Like, understand how long Euphoria was? Yo, Euphoria had no hook. Euphoria was just 4 minutes of straight rapping. I think it was even longer than 4 minutes. But like, even from the beginning, even before the beat build up, like how he was just setting up, like that's art, real art, bro. Like, yo, the setup. Y'all remember Euphoria in the very beginning of Euphoria? He's not a rap artist, he a scam artist in the hopes of being accepted. You know what I'm saying? Like, and then just went straight in for the kill. Like, even then when he started rapping, he didn't even direct the bars to Drake. It was building up, bro. And then when he started crashing this nigga, he's like, "Can I bleed him yet? I ain't even bleed him yet. Can I bleed him? Bet. When I seen you stand by sexy red, I believe you see two bad bitches." Who says that? Like, yo, I've never heard no one say something. That's what I'm saying. Like, yo, this man is fire. He's great. Going against this dude was. that was suicide, bro. My fault. I shouldn't have said that. But yo, you understand what I'm saying, bro? Like, that was, man. You might as well have jumped off the cliff going against this dude, bro. Come on, man. And yo, I'm giving out whack examples. There was way better examples of like what I mean about this man's geniusness and his art, bro. Like, come on, bro. He's him, bro.
On a spiritual level, whether it connect with you on a comedic level, where they connect with you just on a personal dynamic.
It connected me on all the levels.
Writer's point of view.
His point of view.
You are an incredible writer. There are songs on GNX like Reincarnated. I didn't know what to do with that song for the first few times.
I had to react to that.
Where you possibly came up with the inspiration for a record like that. Like, when you're working on those songs, are you going through multiple versions until the right thing comes to you? It's hard to fathom, I guess is what I'm saying.
That's a good question.
Well, records like that, first off, shout out to Tupac. That's the number one inspiration. That was always one of my favorite records from him and Outlaws. With records like that, it's always going into my mind of like, what if, right? And crafting out my what if ideas to the masses. So when I think about concepts and I think about what I actually believe and what I feel, I just go through a breakdown as if I'm reading a book, you know, and how I want people to hear this from a book sequence. So my initial process is, okay, how can I open them up to the story? And how can I drive them to the ending point to make them feel truly exactly what I'm trying to convey, whether they take their own perspective from it or they take mine. I just want you to feel it first.
Yo, I felt it, and you want to know what's funny real quick? When I did my reaction video to it, somebody in the comments came at me and was like, "Yo, I think you missed the whole concept." Like he was talking about like Lucifer, because like when I said it, I was like, "Yo, he was the kind of guy like that DMX vibe." Because when DMX used to talk back and forth to God, and then he used to talk back and forth to Damien, which was the demon. You know what I'm saying? Like that and then he shot out Tupac because obviously that's a sample from Tupac. And, you know, I totally missed the part about the Lucifer thing. But then when I went back and heard it again, I was like, oh, okay, I see what one of my subscribers was talking about. And but honestly, like what I told my subscribers, like, yo, I was just giving you my perspective on it, like what I got from it, cause I was real busy at the time, bro. I was like, I had two different grinds and doing this YouTube thing. So like when I heard when I reacted to the album the first time, the GNX, I reacted to the whole album. In my brain, I was like, yo, I have to do a separate reaction video to this track because this one, that reincarnated track, really caught my attention. But yeah, no, that was a crazy song, and for him to write it like that, like come on, there's a lot of great writers. You know, there's amazing writers. Like, you know, we got Ye, you got DMX. You know what I'm saying? You got Jadakiss. I'm just naming people that, you know, I rock with. Lil Wayne, like Eminem, like people are amazing writers. There are amazing writers out there. And if I didn't shout out the other names, like y'all already know, y'all hear my heart, man. There's a lot of amazing artists, even people that are not even big time and known. You feel me? I give a shout out to y'all too. Straight up, there's a lot of writers out there that are incredible. But Kendrick Lamar he's one of a kind.
You know, the writing is there. Now it's up to me to perform it to where you can feel it.
Excuse me.
Yo, give it up for this guy, Kendrick Lamar. Y'all too quiet, man. This guy, you know, this guy he doesn't sit down and do this.
He don't.
Often, so this is a very special conversation.
This is why I'm doing this.
I really do. And shout to SZA too, because you guys are making history right now.
Yeah,
and you've seen her from her humble beginnings like she's seen you from your humble beginnings. You've watched her find success, and now y'all sharing the stage at the Super Bowl. Got this humongous tour that's rolling out next year. Talk about this moment in both of y'all's career. Have you guys had a chance to even see each other in this moment and be like, yo, like?
We haven't even had a chance to crash out about it because everything been moving fast, like far as production and rehearsals and stuff. So we speak, but we haven't really got a chance to settle into the moment. For me personally, watching her, you know, her career and where she's come from, it's amazing to see. I get to finally see how certain individuals see me come up in the process because I seen her day one coming in the studio and writing songs, throwing away songs, writing another song, throwing away songs, and songs is hard. And I understood that process though, wanting to be great. You know, even when we, you know, people saying this is classic record, she like, no, you know, I'm gonna write another one. And I understood that and I seen it. So to see it now magnified is like, she always had it, man. She always had it. And I'm just honored to be next to a talent.
Yeah, you've both worked really hard to be here in this moment. And on Heart Part 6, is really amazing to hear you detail that journey for old and new.
See how she just mentioned the Heart Part 6? Didn't Drake do a song called Heart Part 6? What happened to that song? So I'm saying, like, Drake did nothing to derail Kendrick Lamar at all. Like, y'all, now when you hear the Heart Part 6, you got to think about GNX, the album, because the Heart Part 6 was the most trashiest record that Drake did. Was it creative? Was the writing good? Yeah, it was good. The beat was fire. You know what I'm saying? Drake delivered, but the message that he delivered on that record, it just didn't cut it. And like, I can't say I felt bad for Drake because like, you did a couple flops when you did that AI record with Tupac's voice and Snoop Dogg's voice, the tailor made, like creative, but it was not where it was at. You know what I'm saying? You don't see Kendrick Lamar sampling people's voices and trying to use other people against you. Like he wasn't doing none of that. You understand what I'm saying? Kind of lost my train of thought, but oh yeah, she was talking about the Heart Part 6. My fault, yeah. So yeah, bro, like that Heart Part 6 song, that's just out of here, bro. From Drake, out of here.
fans, you know, coming up through the ranks at TDE and now launching your own agency, PG Lang. So performing at the Super Bowl halftime show is very much, you know, us as fans getting to celebrate you and this beautiful musical legacy, but also now you're stepping out as an entrepreneur. What has it been like to build your own business and to also showcase some of that creativity from your agency on this platform?
Oh man, I love the process. Shout out to PG Lane. Make some noise with PG Lane. Yeah, that's my team, man. It's 30 incredible individuals, 5 extraordinary executives that work day in, day out to make sure we are doing something that will long live the culture. You know, from a music standpoint, from a creative standpoint, fashion, film, books, day in, day out of just being around like-minded individuals that have different perspectives outside of just music. So through that process, it was a challenge for me, but even more a process of me enjoying, okay, different ideas and different backgrounds and how to look at things. I love it. I love it. Being on calls and, you know, formulating business ideas and ventures outside of my usual norm, it challenges me. And I can't wait to see what happens next. I know it's going to happen next. Yeah.
We can.
I think for the audience too, you know, and anybody watching around the world, the PG Lang thing is, you know, I think people see you as an artist.
Yo, why'd you cut her off, man? Like, I get it. Everybody wants to, you know, get they licking, but like you just saw her that she was about to ask a question. I'm pretty sure the question that she had led up, she set it up for that, and you just cut her off, bro. I ain't like that, man. You gotta be a little more organized. I get it. It's 2 interviewers. You gonna get your question. You got it, but come on, man. That was whack, man.
And someone who makes music, but I don't know if
She
you want
over
to
here
share today,
sitting there
but the
like-
level of detail that you yourself, along with Dave and shout to the whole PG Lang team, but y'all as friends that came
I
up
would have
together.
been mad. Like, yo, you just cut me
You
off,
in the
man.
edits.
Come on, bro.
Like what we're gonna see on Sunday is a PG Lang production.
Yes, that's all PG Lane. That is us sitting day in, day out, from the edits, the production, the stage design, the music, the sound tech. It's everything across the board, and it takes a lot of work. It takes a lot of creative individuals. I can't sit here and say it's all me, because these are people that are just as passionate and want to see us win, but also want to put out something that lives a long, long time. And with Dave's creative mind, it's just, he's insane, man. That dude is like Basquiat in so many different fashions. You know, you can literally pick his brain about anything, and he'll give you an answer right down the middle to help you decide for yourself. So that's something I can always appreciate.
Yeah, I'd say with all of your powers combined, y'all are really diabolical. Like, when you roll out the videos, all the visuals for GNX, just the way you all move strategically together, it is inspiring beyond the music. You know, just thinking about how to approach life and art in a holistic way. And so when it came down to planning for this Super Bowl now, you know, you've teased on the album coming up to New Orleans with this LA energy. How did you guys approach the show and trying to figure out how to pay tribute to the classics in your catalog with this new music in like a 13-minute set list?
Yeah, it's wild. We come, Mr. Morale's like an hour and 30-minute tour, so it's like you gotta smack down all the way to 13 minutes. It's kind of wild, and it's interesting because it lets you know kind of where you at, and your perspective on how you think about catalog and the music. For me, I love being present. I love being present, man. It's my favorite. It's very hard for me to live in the past. It's very hard. I respect the past wholeheartedly, but being in the now and being just locked into how I feel.
See, like, it's crazy that he said that, because it's like he ain't mentioned nothing about Drake. No one's saying, it's like, it happened, yep, okay, what happens after war? Peace. Kendrick Lamar seems like he's at peace right now. He's chilling. He know what he had to do. He you know what I'm saying? Yin and yang. He had to go to the dark side to destroy this man, which was like a necessary evil. You feel me? Because sometimes you gotta just do what you gotta do. You feel me? And it was at that battle, that whole, Drake versus Kendrick Lamar shit, that was war. You feel me? And like he's talking about like, oh, the past is the past, and I mean, yeah, I respect it, but we in the now. And this is why I'm reacting to this, because like I want to see where Kendrick Lamar is at, bro. Like for the whole 2024, everybody's been wanting to see what Kendrick Lamar had to say. He didn't say not one word, bro. Like him doing this it's amazing to me. He's sitting there, he's chilling, bro. He's answering the questions like, just on some peaceful shit, and he's keeping it real. You can tell he's just genuine about it. You feel me? And this is a dope interview so far. I'm rocking with it.
And the energy I have now, that's the LA energy for me. That's something that I want to carry over to New Orleans and for the world to see. This is me, this is Kendrick Lamar, 37 years old. And
37, I'm 39. So, listen, a lot of people have been saying stuff like, oh, Kendrick Lamar needs to watch out. The Super Bowl seems like it's going to be a compromise, this and that. Like, yo, the internet is going to say whatever they got to say just to get people talking. And that's kind of something that I didn't want to do. That's why, like, I wasn't really, like, showing up and popping out about certain reactions. I just let the internet do its thing. I'm not saying I was on some Kendrick Lamar shit, but, like, kind of was, where it was just, like, I made my appearances here on YouTube, went viral a couple of times, you know what I'm saying? And I got my followers up, you know what I'm saying? Obviously, I would love to see more, but whatever I got, I'm appreciative for it. I'm very grateful for it. So like, me wanting more is just everybody's, desire to want more money, want more, subscribers, and you know what I mean? Just to, feel like you're important, whatever. But like at the end of the day, I'm gonna tell you right now, like I'm good where I'm at. You know what I'm saying? The level I'm at, I respect it. And yeah, of course I'm reaching higher, but wherever God wants me, that's where I'm gonna be. And it all determines on like how hard I'm willing to work and what sacrifices I'm willing to make. But just know this, there's a lot of people that's behind the scenes, you don't know nothing about them. And they're in good places in their life, fat bank accounts, fly materials around them, and you don't see them. They don't have social medias. You know nothing about these people. And that's kind of like a great way to live, because you're just giving people ammunition to just say whatever they want to say about you. But Kendrick Lamar is a great example of like, got millions of followers, don't say too much. His music speaks for himself, bro, and that's an amazing thing.
Still feel like I'm elevating. I'm still on the journey though, And I want that energy to ooze out into the televisions and to the people that's in that building.
Well, and on that, the connection between Black culture and New Orleans, and how important and shaping our ancestors were in this town, music, jazz, all that. You always put our culture and Black culture at the forefront of your brand, your music. Same thing in LA. A lot of our family members moved out to California from the South for new opportunities. So there's a big connection between LA and the South. So when you say you walked in to New Orleans with that LA etiquette and all of that, I don't know if people really grasp that, but you got to be feeling that energy like when you are out ready on Sunday to do your thing.
That's a bar. It's crazy, bro. Out of all my friends, LA, us growing up, all our grandparents either from Louisiana, Texas, Chicago, like period. So our dialect and how we talk, it gauges from like the South and like the Bay Area. So like going to the store, we say I'm finna go to the store. Like that's some South, you know what I'm saying? That's not no LA, right? So that energy right there, and you know, making that correlation, it means a lot to me for people to understand that. And the culture and just being Black, I can't help that, man. It's just not something that I think about or even try to like go. I'm Black. It's just go. It's
not on you.
Yeah, it's gonna come out every time. I'm not go. I can't
it's in him and on him.
You know, I can't
Being black and he's black.
downplay it. I'm at a point in my life I can't necessarily fake the funk for nothing, and I've always had an essence of that. But you know, you have kids and shit, like I have to be who I am authentically, and if you know the world can accept that, then so be it. But who rocking with it, I'm gonna put it all the way out there, you know, whether it's in private or whether it's on the main stage.
Yeah, I don't think a lot of people and a lot of artists stand in themselves as authentically as you have. And I think one of the questions we've all been wrestling with over the past few months, watching you and the way you've moved, is really what is the role of an artist? And I think lots of people have very different definitions, but young Kendrick, again, back to overly dedicated and Section 80 mixtape Kendrick, and GNX Kendrick, Super Bowl, Grammys Kendrick, has your idea of what the role of an artist is, you as an artist, has that ever changed?
I don't think I knew exactly what my role was early on. I had maybe clues of it, but now today I can truly say it's to express myself and express things that people can necessarily say on the daily and for them to actually relate to. And come from the most vulnerable place where people can actually feel it. I think that is, for me, that's the role for me as an artist. I don't give a what place it come from. I could be the most angry person on the record. You gonna feel that day if you woke up and you felt that. You want to smile, you gonna feel it, because I'm gonna make sure I'm present that particular time in the studio, in the booth, that I feel happy and I feel energized and I feel, you know, if I feel frustrated, you gonna feel it. And to carry that as an inspiration for people that's listening that may not have a voice, that, you know, I've grew up with cats, still to this day can't have a conversation. The most meanest, you know, aggressive individuals, but they can't even look you in the eye and express themselves the way they want to. So they resort to other things. And when I think about that, and I know that I have the tools necessary to communicate my...
You know, it's crazy how he said that, because I used to be the type of person, like, when I was expressing myself, I used to, like, wherever you were standing, I wouldn't look you in the eye. I would look away from you, because I felt like if I did make that eye contact with you, like, you would feel my emotions 2 times harder than what I originally did. Because, like, sometimes I would say some stuff and I'll spill it out as real as I can, as you know, as say it to the point where it's like there's no, I can't take back what I said type shit. So like I'm gonna say what I gotta say, but like I'll be looking down or I'm looking away from you. Like you like if you're standing in front of me, like I'm like looking this way and I'm explaining and I'm like, it's like if I was on the mic I was rapping, like I'm not rapping on the mic, I'm rapping over here. Because when I do look you in the face, that lets you know, like, yo, I'm standing on business right here, and this is it. Like, so when I get the explaining myself not to your face, I want you to hear me, and I'm trying not to offend you, and you know I'm keeping that barrier of no eye contact. So it's like you're gonna hear what I gotta say, but I'm saying it where you don't get offended. But if I look towards you, like now you know it's on. Like it's like, yo, now I'm in your face with this, and I don't care about. There's no turning back. Like you're gonna hear what I gotta say, and whatever your reaction is, I'm just with it. Whether it's a war or whether it's peace, whether it's a fight, whether it's more argument or that's it. You feel what I'm saying? Like, so it's kind of interesting that he said that to me because, you know, he's just talking, bro. It's you know what I mean? He's like kind of reminding me of myself, bro. It's scary.
So properly and effectively, I gotta do it for them. I gotta make records like Reincarnated. I gotta make records like Man in the Garden. I have to, because they feel that way, but they cannot project it. And when they hear somebody actually giving them affirmations, it allows them to speak more freely and be open, because again, I come from the same place they come from.
I deserve it all.
Wow, Kendrick, we might not see you outside again soon after Super Bowl. I know, of course, you have the GNX tour. Listen, I know you also don't love doing interviews, but we are grateful. We're so grateful for
I'm grateful
all
too,
the
man.
music and the moments that you've given us over 15 years. And in the last year, your presence and your focus, it is noted. So thank you. We really appreciate it. Thanks for taking our
Thanks for
questions.
fighting for hip hop, man.
Yeah,
for sure.
For fighting for hip hop.
it is really appreciated.
y'all.
And now, we do have some
kids
questions
that are gonna ask
from our
questions.
kid
But
report.
I got one more thing for you, Kendrick. Before we go to our friend here, Hayes Adler. What should people expect to see and understand about Sunday's performance?
Okay. I'm sorry, guys. I wanna end it there. We 45 minutes in, and I don't wanna overly kill y'all. I'll put the link in the description. You know what I'm saying? So you get there's 10 more minutes left or whatever of it. But I've done already 45 minutes plus. Yeah, that was a real great interview, man. You know what I mean? And it's crazy how Kendrick Lamar said the PG lane is 30 people deep in that team. That just shows you how great a team really can be. Now, once upon a time in my life, I consider myself one man army. I have an album called One Man Army. I had my own little movement, to me, myself, physically, spiritually, mentally, you know what I'm saying? That I was just doing certain things on my own, which I know I couldn't do everything on my own, but there was like the important parts of my life where like I was by myself, to myself, and taking care of shit by myself was like, it gave me the inspiration to call myself One Man Army. Now it was kind of wild, like somebody close to me was mad at me about it and was saying like, how you One Man Army if you living with us and we're a whole team and this and that. And to answer that question, I'm gonna tell y'all how I answered the question was like, yo, because when I help other people out, my team, my family, that's me being a part of the team. But when I'm not getting the help that I feel like I deserve or I feel like I should have, but I'm not getting it, I consider that One Man Army. It's like, yo, the stuff that I do for you, you won't do for me. You feel what I'm saying? So it's like I gotta work 2 times harder to do things on my own, because when you are with a team, things go very smoothly. Operation, like I'm gonna use McDonald's as an example, even though I hate McDonald's, but I use McDonald's as an example because you can't own the building, right? Be the CEO of McDonald's, flipping the burgers, be on the cashier, bringing in the products and cleaning the bathroom, taking orders. Like there's not one man that can run a McDonald's operation. It needs a team. So as other companies, even Amazon. Like, who you think is gonna be separating all these packages and delivering them? Like, you need the drivers, you need the people in the warehouses. Like, everything involves a team. So when he said PG Lang is 30 people, you don't see these 30 people, but like the success behind Kendrick Lamar is proven fact that like his team is ripping, rocking, and rolling, and whatever role they're playing in that team, it's a fire ass role, and I respect the fuck out of it. And my whole life, since the team that I was a part of didn't work out, I tried so hard to create my own team and get people to be down with me, and nothing ever worked out. I still don't have the answers to this day why things didn't work out, but I kind of feel like I know why, but it's not 100% clear to me, because like I said, every day I'm learning, I'm starting to understand things on a different level, and where I'm at right now, I gotta thank my creator for having me where I'm at in the space that I'm in, knowing that I want to do this, knowing that I want to do that. I want more space. I want this. I want I want to grow and I want to expand. You feel what I'm saying? But right now I'm one man doing stuff by myself. Don't have a team. Would love to have a team, but like I appreciate the fact why God isolated me and kept me away from certain individuals that I was rocking with. I had people close to me telling me like, yo, you shouldn't be rocking with these people, but like, I kind of was just like, I don't want to hear it, blah blah. And then when things went bad, it's like, damn, they saw some shit that I didn't see. So it's like, you know what I mean? I do got people around that do care about me, but like I said, it's like I'm my own superhero. You know what I'm saying? Like Marvel. Like Marvel has characters, Iron Man, Spider-Man. They got Captain America. You got Falcon. Like Black Widow, and they're their own superheroes, and they got their own thing going on. But when they team up and get together, it's a unstoppable force, and that's what I feel like I am. I feel like I'm like my own superhero in my own way, and when I get together with certain superheroes like my brother Juice Money or my other brother Frost Dollar, you know what I'm saying? Like it's an incredible force of like one genius brain plus another genius brain collaborating and creating amazing things. It's like it's undeniable. I'm sorry that I'm rambling about this. I know I've rambled on for 5 minutes about it, but I just want to let you guys know where I'm at in life, man. Like, I still remain one-man army. I feel like I am the lone wolf, and I had so many ideas that I wanted to drop, like albums. I wanted to drop an album called Lone Wolf because right now I kind of do feel like I'm a lone wolf. And yeah, I might put myself in situations, but there's reasons why I put myself in this situation, because like I'm just like not too trustworthy nowadays. Like anybody that I let in is like that I try to become friends with, like they now my ops and enemies, and it's just like, damn dog, like I don't know what it is about people. They want to rock with me, and then when they get with me, it's like they find themselves like trying to compete with me now, or trying to prove themselves. So what, like, I don't know what it is. I feel like I do, but then again I don't. So like I'm not too friendly nowadays. Like I'm a friendly person, we vibing, but like I'm not friendly enough where I'm like we about to be friends and go hang out and do. I'm not on that vibe right now. Not even with women, and it has nothing to do with like me being a monk or me being gay. No, it's just like I love women. You know what I'm saying? I think about them all the time, but it's like me being by myself right now. It allows me to think more clearly and just put things in perspective and like be in control of my own destiny, my own life right now. You know what I'm saying? Things take time, and like I'm starting to realize like people always say like, oh, you don't really have a lot of time. You gotta work. Like, nah, sometimes you just gotta sit your ass down and fall back, or somebody gonna do it for you. The police gonna do it for you. The hospital's gonna do it for you. The coffin, the graveyard's gonna do it for you. Sometimes you just gotta fall the fuck back and just chill sometimes, my nigga, and think and then like enjoy where you at, or not even enjoy, just like be present and be grateful for where you are in life, because you know what I'm saying, people got it worse than you all over the planet, and things can be worse for you. Feel what I'm saying? So that's all I pretty much gotta say, man. Just want to give a shout out to K Dot, aka Kendrick Lamar. Congratulations on the 5 Grammys, man. I love to see that you out talking, man, and giving people your thoughts, man. Like, I appreciate it so much. And I know the K Dot community appreciated it as well. And like I said, well, I didn't say it yet, but as I'm about to say, he threw no shade, no hate, no shots at Drake at all. He didn't say nothing about Drake. So I'm pretty sure he's just at a peaceful place right now. Drake has to figure out his life. You know what I'm saying? Kendrick Lamar did what he had to do. But you don't see him talking about, yeah, nigga, I had to body that nigga. I had to do this. I had to destroy this. Your favorite rapper, like, he wasn't on that cocky hip-hop shit. He was just on that chill shit like, yo, I just did it for the culture. You feel me? Straight up. But yo, man, that's all I got to say. Y'all take care. Y'all be easy. I'll see you guys on the next video, man. Thank you guys for rocking with me. I will do another reaction video to another interview. I got a surprise for y'all, so be on the lookout for that, all right? But as of right now, peace and one love. Let's get it.